Hello everybody, and I haven't done a video in a while because it's just been hard for me. I don't know how to say this, but I just do not have a good feeling about any of this. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are thinking, oh, well, this will be over with, and, people will get back to work, and everything will go back to normal. But I don't believe it will. I don't think there is no going back to normal again. I just don't. I took this picture at a local Walmart on a Saturday. And I didn't go in the store. I wasn't shopping. And this is not all the line. I just drove by. And I didn't do it to the end because you really couldn't go. The line was so long that, you're not going to be able to get a vehicle around there. And a thought crossed my mind. This was on a Saturday, and I thought, wow, look how tightly close these people are standing. But yet, you cannot go on the inside because you all know on McDonald's, if you cross by one on a Saturday or Sunday after church, they're packed with the family and the kids. But you can't do that. But yet, you can stand at this box store as tight as sardine cans in line. Look how tight and how close these people are. And yet, but you can't go into McDonald's. Nope, gotta follow that 10-foot rule. You can't go to church either. No. But you can do this at our government box store. They work for the government, and the government works for them and helps them. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, and we'll let them stand in lines like that. Yeah. But we're going to close everything else down. We'll close all your competition down. But we'll leave you open because you're just so important to us. Well, I go to a different store that does not have lines like this at all. And I feel far safer going there. But, what can you say? Watch how many rights have been given up and how many rights you've given away during all this, and you're not going to get them back either. You're going to be surprised when you find out later just how many other things they put in place. Oh, they don't want to come to work. Nah. They don't want to open up either. They don't. They won't be happy until they've destroyed the country. And that's what they're working hard on. And they will get their way and they will succeed. And so will other countries. That's why I don't think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get far worse. And if you believe in prayer, you better be praying, because I don't think there's enough food that you could actually put away that would last you for what's coming. I just don't think so. I don't think you have big enough rooms. Maybe there's some of you out there who do, but most people can't afford it. I'm one of them. I could not afford to store that much food. I don't have that kind of money. And we're looking at something worse than even the Depression. And so I say to myself, yep, it's going to be food shortages of biblical proportions. It sure is. And what does it say? It's going to take a day's wages for you to buy enough food just to feed you. Not your kids, not your spouse, but just you. That leaves nothing left over for utilities or anything else. Just for you to eat for the day. And that's what's coming. Now, a lot of people, I shouldn't say a whole lot, but there are some out there who do know how to grow their food. But once again, a garden is no guarantee. Winds come along and can destroy a garden very quickly and very easily. Hail. I've had hail destroy several gardens of mine. Oh, yeah. Loaded with tomatoes, and hail come and just destroyed it all. Beat the tomato plants down to nothing, busted them, broke them, and then just beat the tomatoes. And they were loaded. There was some that were starting to turn red, but, I would just say this, many a year, if I had to depend on a garden, I would have starved to death. Now, if everything goes okay, I should have meat to eat. And I have put some things that what I call, that just reseed themselves and keep coming back up year after year. That's what I've been working towards, as things that will actually reseed themselves. trees that I can use as greens, so I can add some greens. I'm not going to be able to have everything I want, and I think that's going to be something that's very difficult for a lot of people. They've gotten accustomed to be able to eat what they like, what they want, and I don't think that's going to be happening. I don't, but that's just me. And I think that we're going to have to really be praying to get through. We really, really do. We're going to have to be praying. I mean, they're already talking. They shut down some of the meat places, but they think they're going to have them back open fairly quickly. So they euthanized a bunch of pigs already. So that pork's not coming back. And those farmers lost a lot of money on that. So just imagine what the pork prices are going to be real soon. You're going to go in the store and you're going to find shortages already on things when it comes to meat, because the plants have closed down. The ranchers can't sit around because, it's a business. And they just can't sit back and say, oh, well, we'll just turn these cows back out on the pasture, because they already have cattle already on that pasture, and they sure can't afford to just keep feeding them. They can't. So we already know that they've tilled under the vegetables because, according to them, people just weren't buying them. Plants aren't open to transport them. So they tilled them under. There's a lot of loss out there that they're not telling us about, and exactly how much it's going to cost us. But if you pay attention, they're starting to talk about serious major food shortages. Yeah, they're talking about it. That we're going to be hitting some major food shortages. And like I said, I think it's going to be a biblical proportion. We all know that when the Bible says how much we were going to pay for wheat, it's going to take you an entire day's wage to just feed yourself. Just yourself. That's not counting your children or your spouse or even your utilities. But pray and do what you can, and try to store what you can and grow what you can, and pray and talk to God about it. And God bless.